What a beautiful day. Better. Well guys, welcome back to the channel. So quick recap, gonna try and provide you guys with a little update on the Daily Driver Project HHR. The car was purchased in September of 2020. We're pretty much on the year anniversary. This is a kind of overview of where we're at and where I'm trying to go with it. When the car was purchased, it needed a decent amount of work. Clutch was shot. The car had a bit of a rough idle. It just needed some work. So with that being said, first we cleaned it up, then we tried to restore it a bit, and then we gave it some bolt-ons. It's now fully bolted on. It's got a twin disc Clutch Masters clutch, a EFR 7163 turbo, and a tune from Tune Time Performance, Dyno Tune. The car was brought to the track and pretty much ran the exact same time as it did stock. The 15-second quarter-mile time is pretty shitty. Might have been an issue with the clutch at the time, I don't know for sure. With that being said, here we are. The old clutch is out. It was a South Bend Stage 4. The new clutch is in. Clutch Masters twin disc. The plan now is to focus on the suspension. I did a video putting in the BC coilovers. It was a Daily Driver update video. I had some technical difficulties with the memory card and whatnot. All that footage was lost. So I have a full BC coilover suspension on the car now, and it has not been great to daily. I don't think I can be daily driving a car with a full coilover suspension, at least not the way I have it set up right now. It's pretty brutal. Plan right now is with the car to get the suspension dialed in. We're gonna go up to the garage today. Gonna try and figure out the suspension setup. If I can't get it to my liking, I think the plan is to go back to an OEM, totally stock suspension. In terms of struts and springs, I think I'd rather drive it on the stock suspension than drive it on a terribly set up BC coilover suspension. We're going to go up to the garage today. We're going to work on the suspension a little bit, and we're going to give the car an oil change. It's actually, in the year I've had the car, it's been down for a while. Obviously getting the tune took a bit, getting the first clutch put in, getting the second clutch put in. The car's been on the shelf this year for about 7 months, including whatever else we were doing with putting in the turbo. The car's been on the shelf about 7 months, and in that 7 months, it's gotten 2 oil changes. The first oil change when I bought the car, it got another oil change shortly after the tune. So it doesn't even have a full 3,000 miles on the oil, but considering how long I've had the car for, which is about a year, I'm going to give the old girl an oil change today and just try and freshen her up, I think. I didn't even check for my camera. Man, I hope I have my camera in the car. That's about it. Overall review of the car, as I've gotten a few messages from the very, very few people that follow this build, and to those those guys. I thank you guys for following along. Huge shout out to everyone following along for this build. The car is very fun. It's very versatile. Obviously, I have a ton of storage. I can get decent gas mileage if I really wanted to, and the car's a blast. The car is really fun to drive. It might not be turning 13-second quarter miles, but it really is. It's fun. It's fun to drive. And no, it's not a Camaro, unlike everybody else that's telling me to sell it and get a Camaro. Thank you, Ferg. Thank you, John. But it is, it's mine. With that being said, there's just a few restoration issues we need to work on. One is the front bumper. I put in an aftermarket intercooler. It's a big front mount intercooler from ZZP, and the front bumper doesn't really want to attach to the car the way it did stock. So we're gonna have to make some adjustments there, and that's also affecting the headlight placement. It seems to be pushing the headlights, instead of pointing forward, they kind of aim at the ground a bit. Need to adjust those. Once we get that figured out, the sunroof, though it's closed, it doesn't stay closed after a certain mile per hour. Gonna need to work on that, readjusting it, fixing that somehow. Another issue we have is the previous owner had rain guards on for the windows. I was able to pry them off, but there's still some tape that's left. There's actually one window still has the rain guard on it, I think, but that needs to be addressed. And then a eventual paint correction. Those are the only outstanding pieces that really need to be fixed on the car. Otherwise, it really has been a good daily driver. The 3,000 miles I've used it for. The air conditioning works. It feels good. I got a couple of DMs about future mods. Really, the only thing I'd be looking to do is I have a set of Opal injectors. Look to put those on, in addition to a water meth injection kit, and get the car retuned. Try and hit 400 wheel horsepower. Otherwise, that's about it. The car is nearing completion. It took about a year to get the car completed, and that includes 5 to 6 months of sitting in wait for either a tune or the clutch to be replaced. So this project could have been done in about a year. We're not far off. I don't think I'm going to make that year anniversary, but I will say I really love the car. I have no intention of selling it. I've had fun making these videos. Since the car was down as long as it was, I did want to make a few more videos. Hopefully I can still make some more content for this platform as I go along. I would like to get it wrapped. Maybe change the design theme in the future. Otherwise, that's about it. buckets. So finally got a chance to work on the car today. It's been a while. The focus was adjusting the suspension. Coilovers right now they're a mess. Part of it's the ride height, part of it's the dampening. I think I had it too soft originally. We lowered it and then I went a little harder. Couldn't really find a sweet spot. I've been really frustrated with the whole setup as of late, but the plan today was get up to the garage. First and foremost, get the car an oil change, which we did. Suspension got to get worked on. We actually lifted it in the front about a half an inch, maybe a quarter inch. It's 26 and a quarter. It's 26 and a quarter inches in the front and 27 inches in the rear. I actually thought we were 26 and 3/4 in the rear. I'm going to monitor that as we go forward. The front and rear are completely full in terms of hardness. They are full hard. The BC coilovers have 30 clicks. From center you have 15 to soft. From center you have 15 to hard. I've experimented with some in the soft. I've gone harder. At this point we're full hard. We actually raised the car slightly, hoping to even everything out. Kind of reset it, but we're gonna see how that works. That's about it. That took about 3 hours, and I am exhausted. Suspension actually feels pretty good with the adjustments. I was like hours from getting rid of it and ordering OEM suspension. It feels better. It does feel better. Primarily on the highway. We'll see how it feels in town. This fucking clutch is so loud. I can like talk to you right here. Obviously the exhaust is loud, but as soon as it goes into gear. Suspension feels better. feels less bouncy, less sloppy. I think going full hard, tightening the suspension up really made a difference. I actually didn't anticipate, even though we tightened it up, for it to feel as good since we raised the car back up. It still feels pretty good. Well, that pretty much does it for today. If you haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe, comment, would really appreciate it. That'll help me make more videos in the future. Feel free to give me some suggestions, things you might want to see in future videos. Otherwise, keep making these videos with HHR. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, peace. Adjusted the suspension. I definitely got a splinter. Oh, just walking to the car. There's a possum of some sort. It's not dead. I wonder if he's playing possum. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid that. I'm gonna avoid that pretty good. And those are the only really, well, at least not the way I have it set up right now. It's pretty brutal. Oh my god. Changed the design theme. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got my cooler running around back there. Let's get that cooler situated. Alrighty. It's been a while since we did a really in-depth episode. Really appreciate all the love, all the subscribe. Alrighty.